Am I the asshole for refusing to give my mom my savings after she found out how much I have? 19F. I'm 19F, currently in college and still living at home. I've been working part-time since I was 16, and I'm really strict about saving. I don't go out much, don't buy expensive stuff, and I've managed to save a decent amount, around $4,000. Last week my mom asked me to log into my banking app to transfer money for groceries because her card wasn't working. While I was doing that, she saw my total savings. She went quiet and later that night told me that since I'm living under her roof, I should contribute more and that it's selfish of me to hoard money while she's struggling. She asked me to give her $2,000 to help the family and said I could always earn it back. The thing is, she's not unemployed or anything. She works full-time. We're not rich, but we're not in crisis either. I already pay for my own school stuff, my phone bill, and sometimes groceries. I was saving that money in case I move out or for emergencies. When I said I wasn't comfortable giving that much, she called me ungrateful and said I'm acting like a tenant instead of a daughter. Now my relatives are saying I should help because family helps family, but I feel like she only wants it because she saw how much I had. Am I the asshole for refusing to give her half my savings? Do not give her a dime. This is a big lesson you need to learn with family and growing up. You give them money once, they will keep coming back forever. That's your money for college. Do not any of it to your mother. Not the asshole, don't give her any of your savings. $4,000 is not much money at all. Keep your head down, save up, and move out is my suggestion. Not the asshole. $4,000 at age 19 is not even enough to move out on your own with. If she wants you to pay rent, she can negotiate that, but just to give her $2,000 right away. No. Damn. Am I the asshole for suggesting we swap weeks instead of automatically taking the kids for 2 extra weeks? My partner has 5 kids from a previous relationship. We do a 1 week on / 1 week off schedule. Recently, it feels like we've had the kids almost every weekend due to various adjustments. A few weeks ago, his ex messaged saying she'll be going overseas for 2 weeks. The second week overlaps into her scheduled week by about 5 days. In the past, he would usually just agree to these changes without discussing them with me. This time, he asked for my input, which I genuinely appreciated because it does affect our household and daily life. I suggested that we keep the kids for the 2 weeks she's away, and then she keeps them for 2 weeks when she gets back so things stay balanced. After that, we'd return to the normal schedule. She reacted by saying he was being difficult. She wants to keep them 1 extra night of our week before she leaves, and says she can't do 2 weeks straight when she returns because she already booked a weekend away, which happens to fall on our weekend anyway. Now it's turned into a bigger conflict, and I'm being portrayed as the one causing drama or not wanting the kids around. For context, 5 kids is a lot. 2 are teenage boys. The grocery bill doubles. The cleaning increases. We bring in extra help. All of them have extracurriculars, and although I work from home, my afternoons during kid weeks are consumed with school runs and activities. I do all the cooking, grocery shopping, school lunches, homework supervision, attend extra activities, and most of the cleaning. I also manage the gardener and cleaner to make sure the house runs smoothly. I'm the one ensuring the home remains stable and organized during those weeks. I don't resent the kids. What frustrates me is the pattern of schedule changes that seem to default to us absorbing the extra time without discussion or reciprocity. When adjustments are needed, I don't mind helping, but I feel like it should go both ways. I also feel that if we don't set clear, consistent boundaries now, this will continue long term. I don't want conflict, I want fairness and predictability. So am I the asshole for suggesting we keep things balanced instead of just automatically agreeing? Info. Why doesn't your partner take on the majority of care for his 5 children? The greater problem is you are doing all the work, so obviously your partner easily volunteers taking them since he's not managing the household. How did you get dragooned into being the primary caregiver for his 5 kids during his custody time, and why is he agreeing to all the changes? Not the asshole, but aside from the schedule, their dad should be stepping up and doing at least 50% of the extra work. Also teach the teenagers to pull their weight. They can be responsible for all school lunches and cleaning the kitchen after dinner. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she's too big to go certain places? Weird tile, but I'll roll with it. So I, 16 male, was talking to my friend 15 female. I recently have been getting into urban exploring and was talking about it with her. She asked if she could come at some point. It's important to mention she is plus-sized. I said of course, but there would be certain places she wouldn't be able to go because the only entrances were very small holes, or there were parts you needed to be lifted into. I didn't say it in a way that was intended to shame her. I just stated it like above. She got upset about what I said. I told her it wasn't meant to hurt her, I just wanted her to know for future reference. But she hung up on me, and we haven't talked since. Am I the asshole? Edit. I feel I should mention this. I didn't mention her size just because I mentioned it because of her wanting to go to a specific place, and that one happens to have a very small entrance and several parts that are hard to squeeze through, but because of that I mentioned it was something that might happen at several places. And I said that it was okay because there were many places she could go, and I would take her there, just wanted to clarify for a few comments I got. But thanks everyone. I really appreciate the insight and feel I have a better perspective now. Not the asshole. Getting stuck would be tons more embarrassing. Maybe you invite her out, but plan ahead to only go to places she can handle? Not the asshole. If she had been 7 feet tall, you would have had to say the same thing. Not the asshole. If you spoke without judgment and genuine care, then her anger is misdirected. She's really upset with herself, and what you said is true and realistic. Am I the asshole for making a slight joke out of my pregnancy? I am currently 6 months pregnant and very much showing, hard round bulging belly and all. Usually I am in hobo mode and do not care about how I look when I'm out running errands. But yesterday I decided to do my hair and put on a nice maternity outfit to go grocery shopping with my husband. While checking out, an older lady approached me and told me I looked very pretty and was rocking this pregnancy. I genuinely thought this was very sweet of her, and before I could say anything in response, she asked me how far along I was. I took this as an opportunity to joke with her, so I turned to my husband and said, "Pregnant? I know I had a big lunch, but do I really look that big?" I proceeded to laugh to show that I was just kidding around, but the lady made a face, and my husband answered for me and told her I was 6 months. She just said, "Oh," and walked away with a kinda annoyed expression. I fully intended to thank her, but the mood was kind of ruined. My husband rolled his eyes and asked why I couldn't just say thank you and accept a nice compliment and leave it at that. He also said that the interaction was embarrassing as it was in front of the cashier and others in line, and then I started to feel bad. Am I the asshole H for my word/joke vomit? Nah. Girl, you're just awkward as hell. And there's nothing wrong with that. I hate when my attempts at light-hearted humor get misconstrued. Sounds like just an awkward interaction and NH. Not the asshole, unless you know for a fact someone is pregnant, you never point it out, that's just rude. What if you had a tumor? Or some liver disease that caused swelling? Yes, you looked cute, and she could have just said that.